Hey, Crossroads family and Crossroads community. I can't believe it's December already. Christmas trees are going up, celebrations are happening, parties are taking place. Every year, this time of year, I'm reminded of growing up. At my home church, there was a lady, and every single year she sang the same exact song as a special music around Christmas time. As a middle school and even high school student, it kind of became a joke with me and some of my friends, but the message of the song was about a list and prioritizing what's most important this time of year. As a church, we feel like there's so many things that we want to do or could be a part of, and we can't do everything or be a part of everything. I know for myself, when I have a list, I'm far more productive. If I just think of everything to do, I don't get anything done, but when I have a list, it focuses my attention. Every year as a church, when we get to the end of the year, we always have a focused initiative that we give towards in order to accomplish something great at the end of the year for the kingdom. That has ranged from anywhere from a parking lot to new video equipment right before COVID. It has been to support missionaries. It has encompassed a lot of different projects. This year, I want to invite you to be a part of our kingdom checklist. Instead of just focusing on one exact initiative, we want to give you an opportunity to play a part in maybe something that you feel is the most relevant for what God is doing right here in this community as well as at Crossroads. This year, our end of the year giving initiative called Kingdom Checklist is exactly that. As we sat down as a leadership and thought about what could make the most impact, not just right now, but in the future of Crossroads, as well as our reach around the world, we came up with 3 initiatives that we want to invite you to choose one to be a part of this year. The first item on our checklist is one of the missionaries that we support down in Port-au-Paix, Haiti, Sunlight Ministries. There is a lot of turmoil happening in the country of Haiti, which has increased so many costs for our missionaries and friends down in Sunlight. They have some things that they would like to do, but they've asked for our help. They have some windows that need to be replaced in some of their buildings. Some of the windows were broke during a recent uprising, and so they have to replace those. The way that they help support the people around them is they love their community. And because of the turmoil and civil unrest, their expenses for helping the people around them has increased significantly. Just for people to go to the hospital or go to a medical clinic or to have rice to eat, Sunlight is now helping those opportunities as they arise. They have solar power down there because gas is so hard to come by, and there's constant upkeep on the solar panels and solar panel network and battery system. And so all of their costs as a mission has increased tremendously over the past year or so because of what is happening in the country. We want to partner with them and come alongside them. All of those things, just the shipping to get the windows down there and some other things in the upcoming months is $3,000 alone, let alone everything else that they're doing. And so as a church, we want to partner with them and say, hey, from where we're at in the middle of Missouri, we want to stand alongside you in what God is doing through you and your mission. And so item number 1 on the Kingdom Checklist is Sunlight Ministries. Item number 2 on our checklist is chairs. And I know that sounds repetitive because we did that last year. And now so many of you are sitting in our new chairs. And I've been asked the question, Matt, why didn't we get enough for the room? The reason we didn't get enough for the room is because we raised a certain amount of money. And at that point, we just purchased the amount of chairs we could buy with that amount of money. We didn't want to go into debt for chairs. We did not want to wait and drag it out any longer. There's 22 weeks of shipping by the time we order them. And so we didn't want to drag it out any further. And so we purchased what we could. Lots of people said, man, I wish we had enough chairs for the room. And so do I. I would love to have enough chairs that everybody could sit in the new chairs and worship and celebrate and spend time together. For us to complete the room with new chairs, those chairs are around $65 a piece after shipping and fees and everything like that. And we need about 150 more. If you're not great at math, that's nearly $10,000. We would love to finish our room with the new chairs as we're in there every single Sunday for worship. And so if you feel that that's a priority for you, then we would love for you to contribute to item number 2 on our Kingdom Checklist of chairs. The last item, it's not the most exciting item, but man, what we could do if we didn't have debt. The last item on our kingdom checklist here at Crossroads this year for our end of the year initiative is to eliminate our debt. We've been working on it. We are now only $95 away from being under $200,000. That's incredible. Just to put that into perspective, over the last several years, as we have been giving to eliminate our debt, since we started this project, the addition here at Crossroads, we have paid over $1 million in the last 5 or 6 years to get rid of that debt. That's incredible. And that is all because of your sacrifice. And so we would love to get rid of that. If we can get rid of our debt, it would open up so many more possibilities of what God could do just on a regular basis through Crossroads and what happens. And so the third item on our kingdom checklist is debt elimination. Right now, we have $200,000 left in debt, plus 95. We're that close. We're so close. We've given sacrificially for so many years, and we would love to eliminate it. I know that there's so many people trying to pull for your attention and your dollars this time of year. And with everything going on in our country, dollars are a little bit harder to come by right now for some of us. But here's what I want to challenge you to do. Pray about how you could take part in our Kingdom Checklist campaign. There's a couple different ways that you can contribute to this campaign. One is if you're here on a Sunday morning, there are envelopes right when you walk in the door that have this Kingdom Checklist on it, and you can choose which initiative you'd like to give to, or if it doesn't matter to you, you can just check the box and we'll distribute it between the three. You can also give online. There's options to give to each of these different items on the checklist, or again, you can just give and it will be divided between the three. There's, again, so many things that we could do, but we believe that these three are kingdom important initiatives, and we would love for you to participate in them however you feel best. Pray about it, think about it, look at your budget, and then contribute the way that God leads you. Church, I love you, and I can't wait to see what God does through this initiative.